Good morning. My name is Nicholas Winnicke, and I want to start out with my speech today with a fact. In 2020, more than $7 billion were bet on the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. With more than 30 states already having legalizing sports betting in the recent years, the sports betting market has seen tremendous growth and is expected to grow at more than 10% annually through the year 2028, according to Grandview Research. Today, I'll be giving a basic introduction to the sports betting world and covering the most common sports bets one would see on a sports betting platform. The three most common bets that are placed, or that one will have the option to place, are moneyline bets, point spreads, and over-under bets. The first one I'm going to cover are moneyline bets. Moneyline sports bets refers to betting the outcome of the game. The Athletic, which is a subscription-based sports website, refers to it very simply as a bet on which team will win the game. No conditions, no extra spreads, just that simple. I like this definition because it puts it exactly at what it is. You're betting who will win the game. Now, for every moneyline bet, there is a favorite and an underdog. The favorite typically refers to the team that is expected to win, and the underdog is a team that is expected to lose the game. So, in an example here, we have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs and the three types of bets that are associated with it. The first one you can see right here is moneyline odds, which, like we said, refers to who will be the winner and loser of the game. Now, as you can see, the plus sign indicates who the favorite is, and the underdog, and the minus sign indicates who the favorite is. Now, you might be wondering what these numbers mean, and so I'm going to explain because it can be a bit tricky. Plus 220 refers to the amount of money you win if you bet $100 on the Bengals. So if you bet $100 and the Bengals win, you would win $220. Now, minus 180 refers to the amount of money you have to bet in order to win $100. So in order to win $100, you have to bet $180. Notice the distinction there between what it takes to win $100 versus what you win if you bet $100. Now, the second most common sports bet are point spreads. Point spreads refers to predicting the outcome of the game. Action Network, which is a US-based sports betting platform, refers to point spread bets as betting on the margin of victory of the game. So, to continue with our example for the Bengals versus Chiefs, you can see that the point spreads for the game is 6.5. Now, for the underdog, it will be plus 6.5 or plus the point spread, and for the favorite, it will be minus 6.5. Now, what this means, if you bet the Bengals, is you are betting that they will win or they will lose by 7 points or less. If you bet the Chiefs, you are betting that they will win by more than 7 points. Note that point spreads offer a better payout compared to moneyline bets, but that is because you are predicting the outcome, which is a harder bet to predict and has an increased risk associated with it. This is a common theme in sports betting that with increased risk becomes increased payout. The third most common types of sports bets are over-under bets. Over-under bets typically refer to the number of points that are scored in the game between two teams. The Athletic, which I have mentioned previously, refers to it as the total points scored by both teams combined in the game. While these bets can also cover other stats like number of touchdowns thrown by an individual player or by the team, or number of yards rushed by a player, number of interceptions, they typically will always have a bet that encompasses the total points scored by both teams in the game. So, to continue with our example for the Bengals and Chiefs, the over-under was 51.5. Now this means if you bet the over, you are predicting the two teams will score more than 51.5 points. So the score is 24 to 28, that'd be 52 points, that would be the over. On the flip side, it was under 51, then the under would hit. Over-under is, when you hear the term over-under, this is typically what people are referring to, and it is usually the number of total points in the game. Now, while these three bets do not cover all types of sports bets, they do encompass the three most common sports bets on any platform. The goal for today was to give a basic introduction to sports betting and the common types of bets a person can place. The three most common, as we've discussed, are money line odds, point spreads, and over-under bets. While many of you listening are not likely currently engaging in sports betting, especially if you are not currently residing in a legal state, it is important to have a solid basis and understanding of sports betting because of the increased prominence or presence it will have in U.S. society as states continue to legalize and sports markets only continue to grow. Thank you for taking the time for listening today, and I hope that I've provided you with enough understanding to at least hold a conversation in regards to sports betting.